So, Dr. Hoplamazian, what is your favorite ad that you've ever seen, and what is your worst ad that you've ever seen?
Right, so my favorite ad that I've seen recently would be the Scarecrow ad from Chipotle, which was actually a little over 3 minutes. It was essentially almost like a music video. There weren't any really words spoken in it other than the music, and it was a great ad for a couple of reasons. One, visually, the imagery they used and the metaphors they used were very well done, very easy to understand, but also very intricate. It was essentially, other people have called it like an infomercial, simply about being conscious of where your food comes from, how your food is sourced, how animals are treated in the food production and consumption process. And so it was selling Chipotle, but only a little bit. I mean, you had to really make some connections at the end to really understand that Chipotle is trying to tout themselves. Really, its main effect, I think, was making people almost sad and almost depressed about, gosh, where does my food actually come from? What have I been eating all this time? And it's just a really powerful ad because I think of how dark it is and how sad it is. There's a little glimmer of hope at the end, but it's basically 3 minutes of darkness and 20 to 30 seconds of happiness or brightness. And so it was a big risk for Chipotle, and so I like it because they took that risk. I've read a lot of background on the people that made the ad, and they made a lot of nice decisions. And there was a sound from the interviews I've read. There was a lot of really good discussion between Chipotle and between their ad agency, which is very rare. In other words, Chipotle had a lot of really good suggestions for how to improve the advertisement. And the agency noted that that's really unheard of. Usually the company that hires you thinks they know what they want, but they make a lot of suggestions that are very that aren't really in line with what they're trying to do. So, so for me that was great because it was very effective, but I thought visually, artistically, it was also very well done.